Sanitation worker finds a lot of something really strange, as well as Indiana is now going to allow you to have something nice and pointy. And like it or not, regardless of what state you live in, your tax dollars are helping out Illinoisans, as well as other bizarre things going on. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit the share button. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Here we go. Federal agents discover a dumpster filled with almost 250 rifles and shotguns in Oklahoma and allege that a man was given 2 free shotguns to hang on his wall. Almost 250 guns ended up in a dumpster outside an Oklahoma City gun store. Federal agents are looking into whether or not the owner properly disposed of the guns, which he said were defective. A man said a teen employee gave him 2 guns from the dumpster for free per court documents. So here we go. Federal agents are trying to figure out why an Oklahoma City gun store owner threw almost 250 guns in a dumpster and why a man was allegedly allowed to keep 2 of them as a memento. According to court filings first reported by Court Watch on January 19th, 2023, an Oklahoma City, Oklahoma sanitation worker stumbled upon a dumpster with 236 rifles and 12 shotguns in it. The shocking findings led him to call authorities, who found many of the guns were functional, the filing stated. Investigators wrote that in late 2022, the owner of the store, International Firearm Corporation, Mr. Anthony, had asked agents with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms how to destroy the weapons, citing manufacturer's defect. Mr. Anthony was told in the fall by the ATF to slice the faulty guns in 3 different areas, according to the January 26th search warrant. Several months later, on the same day, the agency was contacted by the sanitation worker. ATF agents visited the dumpster and found functional guns, despite being partially cut, according to the warrant. The agents then encountered 2 men near the store who told them that they had seen the dumpster loaded with guns on separate occasions months before the January incident. Mr. Mike, one of the men near the store, told agents that a teen employee had been cutting the weapons outside of the store multiple days a week. When he approached the employee and said he was interested in owning the guns, the gentleman told him that he did not intend to shoot the guns, but rather he wanted to hang the firearms on a wall. An ATF agent said in a warrant, the male employee permitted the gentleman to take 2 uncut firearms and gave Mr. Anthony 2 magazines, 1 for each firearm. Per the warrant, authorities are seeking to search the gentleman's home and other businesses to see whether the 2 guns given away were documented. Agents are also looking into whether the gentleman had followed the gun disposal laws required for firearm federal licensees and whether he lied to investigators in 2022. Gentleman did not immediately return the call for comment. The man who got the free dumpster guns under the table said that they were in working condition and was told to them that it was clear between him and the employee that the firearms he was taking had not yet been cut by the man, agents said in filing. Now, agents are looking into whether or not they were properly disposed and whether or not his staff provided the man with 2 shotguns for free, potentially allowing him to skip a background check, an ATF agent said in his filing. And out of the state of Indiana, you can now, in the near future, hopefully, be able to legally own a throwing star. I mean, this is what elected representatives are working on. They give and they take away. Indianapolis, Indiana, the state Senate passed a bill that would allow legalization of throwing stars under certain conditions. Throwing stars are currently illegal in Indiana, but the bill introduced by State Senator Linda Rogers would lift that ban for recreational use. Star throwing is allowed in other states, no kidding, where it is sometimes found at axe throwing businesses. Senate Bill 77 actually came from a constituent who owns a putt-putt golf course called Ninja Golf, explains Rogers. Nearly everyone that I spoke with said, hey, look, if we could throw axes, we can certainly have throwing stars. Some say additional safety measures to be considered since throwing stars is different from axe throwing. It's a double-edged sword. Co-owner of Axe Throwing in Indianapolis said throwing star blades can get bent and hooked over, increasing someone's odds of getting cut. I would say the easiest way for that to be solved is simply have them wear layered Kevlar gloves worn while they are throwing other objects, dangerous objects, such as a throwing star. And the Illinois governor has extended the state public health emergency till May 11th, 2023, as regardless of which state you live in, you are tossing your federal tax dollars to Illinois to help them out during this really tough health crisis that is just ravaging the state. Great to see that that has been extended. And as some may have heard, Italy has had a massive cyber security attack. It's been reported that Italy's National Cybersecurity Agency warned about a ransomware attack targeting servers worldwide. The hacking attack sought to exploit software vulnerabilities, was told, adding that it was on a massive scale. Italy's news agency citing and reported that servers had been compromised in other European countries such as France and Finland, as well as the United States and Canada. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency was aware of the attack, the agency said. CISA is working with our public and private sector partners to assess the impacts of these reported incidences and providing assistance where needed. Reuters pointed out that the cyber attack and Italy's internet outage were not believed to be related. Meanwhile, people went absolutely nuts on social media. And we know that there was a massive earthquake in Southern Turkey. A lot of lives were lost, a lot of devastation. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those that were affected. But folks, it can happen anywhere at any time. A natural disaster, I would encourage you, as I always do through this channel, be prepped, be ready, have a plan, have a backup plan, because your first plan isn't going to work. By being prepared, you'll be less reliant on help coming to save you, and you can then in return help those that may be around you that are in need of it. Folks, I do appreciate you very much. I love you. I thank you. Hit the subscribe button, share our videos. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And of course, I'll be seeing you all soon. By the way, thank you. We had just past 2,000 subscribers, massive growth on this channel. I'm seeing a lot of you are continuing to support. I love you. I thank you for it. Please, let's keep up the good work in supporting the Second Amendment and making sure that we're all prepared in a time of need. Stay safe.